I just wanna see my enemies fall. Yeah. Hey, look, I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Well, I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Then start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen, never shitted on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my real view. Gold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes. And all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God I don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas, they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Don't get up out of bounds, homie. Got killers with them rounds on them. Look like I'm fed it from the drum. Look, don't make me make the reaper rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was Sue Woo from the Fruittown crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that Brotherhood is a weapon. Build another zone, then protect it. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Tetris. Woo! Know that truth, it give you chills, don't it? Steady ringing in your ears, won't it? If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Yeah. To all them children that grew up with parents strung out on drugs. Yeah. I just wanna bow. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Man, to the brother that had a real and she left him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister, you know what I'm saying, that had that nigga leave her. Yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. So my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. Man, I hope you niggas see the light of day. Yeah, I just wanna bow. Yeah, I just wanna bow.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. We good to go out?
Start streaming, right?
No, we don't have to do that. That's already, we're already streaming.
Okay, yeah, we good now.
All right, it says start streaming.
Mm-hmm.
It says stop streaming, right? All right, boom. So we good. You can see the lines coming up on the microphone, so it's reading my okay. Mosai and Christ. All right. So everybody already know what time it is. It's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, established in 1969. We currently are under the command of Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. You understand? The I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth, man. If you want to know the truth, come in to I.S.U.P.K, man. That's where you come find it at. All right, we've been established in 1969. Everything remains unchanged. Okay, we teach the truth according to the Bible that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, are God's chosen people, man. Today is a very important topic, man. You know, today's a very important topic. Today's topic is endurance, man. You come and you find the truth. You don't come in here and stop. You don't come in here and slow down. You come in here and do what? You go harder, man. You go harder, man. You get in, you go harder, man. You go hard in the paint. You know what I mean? Because it's nothing less than greatness is what you're gonna gain every day you stay in this truth, man. Every day you stay in this truth is something you're gonna gain towards getting strength. Every day you stay in this truth is something you're gonna gain towards having understanding, having knowledge. You know what I mean? Something that's you're gonna gain. Every day you stay in the truth is something you're gonna gain that's gonna be able to help you overcome obstacles, help you overcome temptation, so on and so forth, man. Stay in this truth, go harder, man. It's a very important topic. Let's start off, if I could. Let's start off at 2nd Ezra in the Apocrypha. 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 6. Okay? 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 6. Again, you find it all throughout life, man. We as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians struggle, we suffer, we go through so much pain and agony, and it's because we are destroyed because of the lack of knowledge. So with that being said, when we find that knowledge, when we get that knowledge, being the truth according to the Bible, you understand, because the Bible is our book. It's been lied to. We've been lied to for hundreds of years, to the point where we think the Bible is everything but our medicine, everything but our history book, everything but a black man's book. You know what I mean? So we now know the truth, and we are now able to interpret that Bible and understand the interpretation, understand the parables, understand the mysteries, and be able to reveal what Christ is saying, what the Most High is saying through these priests and prophets, man. And it's been able to wake up brothers, get them off of drugs, keep their families together, you know what I mean, keep them out of the prison system, keep them out of the abortion clinics, and so on and so forth, man. It's so much great things that is nothing less than miracles that are being performed with this knowledge of this truth. All right, so having this truth is then when you're able to, now you have what it takes to change your life and to be in more of a heavenly condition. But the thing is, a lot of people will come into the truth, and a lot of people will fall out of the truth. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people. A lot of people will find out about the truth and reject it. Some will come in and they will fall out, but then very few will learn and stay. But you have to be one of those people that endure to the end, man. You understand? It's not something that you're going to find and like, oh my God, I found the truth, and I'm learning so many great things. Then after a certain amount of time, you start to fade away. That's just not what this is about, man. It's about enduring to the end. So go ahead and give me what you got out real quick. Let's go ahead and read it from the top.
All right. 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
There is also another thing. A city is built and set upon broad fields.
A city is built and set upon broad fields. What city is that talking about that's being built upon broad hills? What city is that it's speaking of? Anybody can answer that online. Anybody in the classroom. What city is being built? What city is this speaking of? Read it again.
2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 6. There is also another thing, a city builded and set upon broad fields.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And is full of all good things.
It's full of all good things. I can tell you what it's not. It's definitely not America.
Right.
It's definitely not anything in the world today.
Right.
But there is something that is not of the world, but in the world, that is exactly what it is. What are we talking about? What is this city? What is this city being built? Go ahead, Doc.
It's like I said, if I may, it's talking about Jerusalem.
La. Not talking about Jerusalem.
No.
Okay, for the sake of time, nobody answered online, not on Facebook or YouTube? No? La. Okay, so this is talking about heaven.
Okay.
This is talking about the kingdom of heaven is being built, right? The kingdom of heaven is being built, is it not?
Right.
Read it again.
2nd Ezra 7 and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
There is also another thing.
Mm-hmm.
A city is builded and set upon broad fields.
Right, cities being built and built upon broad field. And what else?
And is full of all good things.
And it's full of all good things. This is absolutely talking about the kingdom of heaven, right?
Right.
It's not the kingdom of heaven being built right now.
Right.
Where is it being built? Go ahead.
In the I.S.U.P.K.
And the I.S.U.P.K is where the kingdom of heaven is being built on that broad field, man. You understand? Out here on the entire earth, the kingdom of heaven is being built. From here, from the east coast of America to the west coast, in Europe and Mexico and South America, is being built, man. You understand? It's filled with all good things. What do you find here in the I.S.U.P.K? You find brotherhood and sisterhood over all things. With brotherhood and sisterhood alone, we accomplish everything. We accomplish, drug rehabilitation. We accomplish family retention, being able to keep family members together, right? We accomplish childbirth. I mean, like no more, lack of abortions. We accomplish so many things here. This is where the good things are. We brothers take care of each other, sisters the same, feed one another, clothe one another, support each one to another, and it's nothing that we can't do here in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Oh, it's filled with good things. That city is being built. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
The entrance thereof is narrow.
But it's not so much an easy thing to get into. Getting into truth is not something that it's like the Christian church. It's the exact opposite of the Christian church. Anybody can go to Christian church. We rode by the Christian church today over there, John Gray, Relentless Church, and they got, interracial couples out front. You understand? They got, it's just anybody can come into the Christian church. Heathens, you know what I mean? They can be a member. Drug dealers is in the pews. Devout Christians. The deacons is pimps. You know what I mean? The pastors, active child molesters. It's just anybody can be in there. Anybody can be. But in the I.S.U.P.K, you can come in as a drug dealer. Yes. You can come in as a pimp. You can come in as a child molester. You come in as a felon. All of those things. But those are things that you're going to have to change. You're going to have to stop molesting kids. You're going to have to stop getting high in here. You know what I mean? And for that reason, not a lot of people come in here. Not for that reason, not a lot of people come in here. You know what I mean? I can name 1,000 different reasons why people don't come in here, which is 1,000 things that the Most High said that we should and should not do. That a majority of people don't want to adhere to. And that's why it says it's narrow. Narrow is the gate to get in here, right? Narrow is the path. Read it again.
The entrance thereof is narrow.
The entrance thereof is narrow. That's what it is. The entrance is narrow. Everybody's not going to come into the truth like, oh, yeah, your homeboys, sisters, brothers, aunties, whole families. It's not going to be like that, man. You understand? That's why in the Bible, what it say? With the precept, what precept am I looking for? What precept am I looking for? I'm going to get it right now. Y'all know what I'm looking for. Everybody's not going to come in here. It's not going to be something that is, because when you're thinking about it, we have laws, statutes, and commandments here. Not only that, we have structure, we have order, we have correction. Those are a lot of things that people have demons that are absolutely against those things. People have a demon on them that's against correction, that's against order, answering to somebody. They don't want to answer to anybody. They want to be on top of everything, just like Judas. You know what I mean? Just like Judas. Judas didn't want to adhere to Christ. He wanted to be above the men of the Lord. You know what I mean? He wanted to exalt himself as the man. And that's how a lot of people are. And that's why a lot of people are suffering and have no guidance. You know what I mean? They lack guidance. The precept I'm looking for is going to be, and Ashar, I want you to grab this, Ecclesiastes 7:28. Read what you got again, Mardaki, from the top.
2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
There is also another thing.
Right.
A city is builded and set upon a broad field.
Go ahead.
And is full of all good things.
And it's full of all good things, man. And here in the I.S.U.P.K, you don't have to worry about heathens joining your congregation. You don't have to worry about sitting next to someone who thinks that they're better than you. Sitting next to someone that hates you. You don't have to worry about that in here. That's a good thing. You understand? To some people, that's a good thing, that they can finally be a part of an organization, a body of people, a nation of their own, and don't have to worry about it being polluted or diluted by these other nations of people who have all the wealth, who have all the money, all the land, that hate you, murder, kill us, and rob us, You understand? So on and so forth. And we have to sit next to them in the same righteousness or in the same league. No, this is a league of our own. And it's a good thing to some people who are wise. You understand? Like the Bible says, what? Oppression makes a wise man mad. So those that are wise, that don't want to mix with these other nations, that want to separate from them, that know their wickedness, they enjoy themselves here in I.S.U.P.K. It's a good thing that they're not allowed in here. You understand? That's
right.
That's biblical. You know what I mean? And all of the other things that come along with that lack of interracial marriage. You don't have to worry about brothers in here going and sleeping out with no white woman or no Chinese woman or no sister dating no Arab man. That you know that these brothers in here are your pick. You understand? These sisters in here are your pick. They're for you. You know what I mean? These blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, you understand, are for you, and that's where we pick our spouse from. You understand?
That's right.
All right, give me what you got, Shar.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 28.
Go ahead.
Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not.
My soul seeketh, but I find not, man. Like you look for in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You understand? We go out and we hold camps. You understand? We hold classes like right now, this class that we're holding right now. We do lectures. We do all of these. Why do we do these things? Why do we do these things? Because we're trying to rescue brothers. We're trying to find brothers and sisters that want to change their lives, that are trying to come into the truth and better themselves so we can build this nation. So we can get brothers off of drugs, so we can get sisters out of the abortion clinic, get families, from what is it called, child support cases and criminal domestic violence cases and divorce cases, you know what I mean, all custody and things like that. We're trying to save them from the world, man.
Right.
And what does the Bible says? Though my soul seeketh what?
But I find not.
You understand? I find not, because it's not easy. It's not easy, man, because think about it, man. You go out and you tell anybody, you can tell brothers and sisters, you could be anything you want to be. They like, oh, can I be a drug dealer? Yeah, you can be a drug dealer. Can I strip? Yeah, you can strip. Oh, man, I'm about to make bands. I'm about to get this money. So that's why they in the Christian church. Because in the Christian church, they don't have to change their lives. Because at the end of the day, the pastor don't require them to change their lives. He doesn't give them what they need to change their lives. Instead, he will tell them that they're holy. He will tell them that they're saved, that they're a child of God, that God loves them. You can do whatever you want to do. God's still going to love you. He has mercy on you. Go be who you want to be. You sold drugs, no sweat. God forgives you. You going to, sister, that man don't got no money, leave him. Get a new man. Yeah, and that sounds good to a sister that already want to get rid of a nigga, that don't want to take the time, gain up some strength and fight that fight to save her marriage. That sister that's just ready to give up. That brother that just find it more easier to deal with somebody else instead of deal with her, to throw her away. That sounds great to them. You understand? And that's what we're up against. So we have to battle those evils and those demons and that in the world and America and the Christian church and everything else. And a lot of people are captivated that. That's the mark. That mark of the beast is in their foreheads. It's in their right hand. You see what I'm saying? And it's hard to come up against that. So it's not hard for us, but it's hard for them to you understand, to let those things go. So we find none. Go ahead.
One man among 1,000 have I found.
Out of 1,000 men, you might find one. What does that scripture say again, Mardakia?
The interest, therefore, is narrow.
The interest there is narrow. If there's 1,000 men coming, only one of them gonna make it in here. Only one of them gonna make it in here. Out of 1,000 of them, only one would probably make it in here in this truth. I've seen it all the time. Brothers come here, they find the truth as groups, homeboys. Find the truth, families, they find the truth. But out of that family, out of those clique of homeboys, only one of them actually adhere to the truth. Only one of them actually come into the school, do their 90 days, get their Hebrew name. Stay in this truth. Shar know.
Yes, sir.
Mardakia know. I know. We see it all the time. Out of 1,000, I found one, man. You understand? This is going to be one brother that's going to come in here out of all his family, out of all his friends, out of all his co-workers and colleagues. It's going to be one brother that's going to come into this truth. You understand? Out of them groups. Go ahead.
But of the woman, among all those have I not found.
Out of 1,000 women, I ain't find one. You understand? Because in America, in the Christian church, the woman is so miseducated. So miseducated. She's given those gifts of America. She's given those gifts of the Christian church. She's spoiled. Like milk that's gone bad. She just spoiled. You understand? So much so that why come in here and share my man when I can go out here and pick a man and have him do exactly what I want him to do and throw him away when I get done with him? Why? Why come in here and fight to keep my man when sex ain't nothing but sex to me? As men out here, I could go get another man this easy. Why would I let him see his son when I can put him on child support and get everything that he could provide for me financially and everything else from the government? You understand? All of these things, man, making her authority, giving her, women have a lot more opportunities in the financial or the economy or in these corporations than black men do. So they excel, they get those nice cars, they get nice positions, office jobs, desk jobs, whatever the case may be, and they want a man that matches that. They want a man that matches that. But it's not much of us black men that match that because we're being oppressed more so than anybody on the face of the earth.
That's true.
You understand?
Right.
So instead of that woman coming into the truth and hearing like, sister, you're going to be the reason a black man prospers. You're going to be the reason a black man has a home, has a car, has everything that he needs. You're going to be the reason. Because even though this nation and all our oppressors that run every business and run every piece of land here, he's holding him down, you're going to go in the front door and you're going to bring it back and put it and big your man up. And that's mighty as a woman. So any sister out there that's being beat down or, that wants to know her purpose, that's your purpose, man. Your purpose is to uplift the black man. You understand? But it's not easy because it's so easy. It's more easier to just relinquish your responsibilities. And that's why in the Bible it says, she's given over much liberty. She's given too much freedom. Right. So out of 1,000 women, you understand? I found none.
Right.
It's very rare that a woman will come into this truth. And big ups to all of the sisters in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Big ups to all of the sisters in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA. You understand? His daughters that are beautiful women, are intelligent women, that are strong women, revolutionary women, and they are highly favored, man. I wrote a status about that. They are highly favored, man.
Right.
We prefer these women in the I.S.U.P.K over all women in the world.
That's right.
And that's the beauty of these sisters, man. They understand and they've made those sacrifices, and they were that exception, man. You understand? Go ahead and continue what you got, Mardaki. You can drop that, Shaw. You understand? So narrow is the gate. It's not easy, man. Out of 1,000 men want to come here, out of 1,000 women, you might not get any. You understand? Go ahead.
And it's set in a dangerous place to fall.
You understand? And it's set in a dangerous place to fall. See what I'm saying? Where the truth is, like I said, where the truth is, where heaven is set, where this body is, it's set in a dangerous place. There's so much wickedness going around us, man. So much wickedness going on in your household. So much wickedness going on in your job, your workplace. They celebrating Halloween there. You know how many of us got a slavery? You go to the slavery, they got the decorations in there. They coming around to your desk and dropping off candy and candy canes for Christmas. And you just birthdays. They know your birthday. They coming around. They got a cake on your table. You know what I mean? They are celebrating the white man's holidays and sinning against the Lord all around you. Everywhere you go is wickedness, man. You understand? Right. But in the midst of it is the truth in the I.S.U.P.K. But you have to what? Endure. You have to fight through the temptation. And we about to show you how right now. We about to show you what it says in the Bible and how to get through that wickedness and how to get into this truth and how to stay in this truth. Right. Go ahead.
Like as if there were a fire on the right hand.
You understand? On one hand, it's a fire. Nothing good comes from fire besides hot dogs, burgers, and chicken. Right. You understand? But you get in that fire and you're going to burn and it's going to hurt. And that's what you get when you commit abortions, when you commit adultery, when you commit fornication, when you eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. You break those dietary laws. When you interracially marry, all of those laws that you break, you're putting yourself in the fire to be burned. Right. You understand? Yes, these are things that you have to get past. These are things that you have to maneuver around. Go ahead.
And on the left, a deep water.
And on the left is a deep water. You know what I mean? Black people don't like to go to the pool. You know what I mean? We don't like to go to the pool. We swimming. We ain't long enough. Ain't much swimming we could do.
Right.
But listen, we can stay out of that water. Stay away from the sharks. Stay away from those octopus and those, you know what I mean, those killer whales and so on and so forth. They just in metaphorically speaking, danger, right? Stay away from those dangers, those things that is causing, like, you know, like police brutality. You know, police brutality comes from breaking the law. Maybe not the laws of the land, but definitely the laws of the Lord, right? So you following into all those dangers, child support and criminal domestic violence. Where does that come from? You understand? That comes from marrying whores or being a whore, being a fornicator, being an adulterer. You know what I mean? Taking on marrying women that ain't approved of the Lord. That's why the Bible says a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. So you wondering why you got a loudmouth woman, why she don't listen, she don't follow orders, because that's what you chose. Because you don't have the standard of righteousness. You didn't come into the school in the I.S.U.P.K and learn how to be a righteous man and learn what a righteous woman is. You didn't come in here and follow the 6-month rule. You didn't do that. You're just in the world looking at tail and behind and looking at curves and edges. And now what? Now you're on child support. Now you can't see your kids. Now you in jail for criminal domestic violence. Now you stressed out about to die of stress and everything else because all she do is strike your nerves every day, argue, complain, vex you, press you just like all the oppressors have enabled her to do. That you don't have the tools to be able to defend yourself against. So this is what you have to do. You have to come into the school. You have to come into the truth. You need to know what a righteous man is and what a righteous woman is. So these are the dangers, or these are those things in that deep sea and that fire that you are going to go through without those things, right? Go ahead. Read that part again, verse 8.
Even between Shalaya, the path in one only path.
Hold on, what it says? What?
In one.
How many?
One.
How many?
One.
How many paths?
One.
2 paths.
One.
3 paths.
One.
We all got to take our own path.
One.
There's many paths.
One.
God knows my heart.
One.
You see what I'm saying? Because everybody think that there's just something that we all can do to get in heaven.
Right.
We all got our different ways of pleasing God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what time it is, Sean. Right. Come on now. It's true. And it's crazy when you hear it because you don't know better because you don't know what this. Read it again.
In one only path.
And one only path. You don't know that. You have to come to the I.S.U.P.K and know that there's one path. You see what I'm saying? You have to know that there's one path. These are the steps of becoming righteous.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? These are the steps. Knowing there's only one path. Knowing who you are, your identity. Coming into the truth. Finding the truth, coming into the truth, and what? Staying in the truth. Those are all the steps right there of gaining the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
There's only one path. Don't your pastor tell you, oh, God knows our heart. He knows every one of you. We was over there. They was playing the John Gray on the TV. He talking about, oh well, you don't judge nobody. She got a skirt on, mini skirt on, her thighs out. Don't judge her. You know what I mean? She got her own path. God sees her in his own way. He got his dress like that, and she doing this. No, brother. There's one path, man. The Most High says what? A woman should be modest.
Right.
And dressed in modest apparel. So what do you mean? You understand? This brother should not be dressing with the pants hanging off his butt. You understand? With his whole, you know what I mean, backside out. It's not a good look. You understand?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But neither is a 3-piece suit. Right? That's not, you don't judge a man because he has a 3-piece suit on. He just, this man must be righteous. No. There are things that you should dress like, and there are things that you should not dress like. There's things that you should do and you should not do. We don't have to speculate on you can do this what you want it your way, he can do it that way, and we all still equal and on the same page and are pleasing God. That's what these other camps are doing. These other camps think that you could just, we all, you know what I mean? Like, we all in the truth.
Right.
We all, you in the truth, we all in the truth. No, you're not in the truth. Go ahead.
And another big one is, they accept these heathens within their camp as well too.
Right. If you could, turn the monitor this way. 'Cause I want you to sit over here closer, so you can hear you on this mic. You know what I mean? I know you're gonna have some SEPs. But that precinct officer Maradaki, the boy got his precept book starting to get a little chunky. That boy be chiming in, so I need you to be right there. But say what you said again.
I was just gonna say these other fake Israelite camps. They, just like you were saying, it's only one path. You know what I'm saying? And it's only, of course, you got to have that one understanding and that one mind, one spirit. Right. These other camps, they allow all these other heathens coming in, Africans, our oppressors. Right. And even with us, as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we fall short when we try to follow Kemet. Right. We try to be Muslim. Way off. Right. We try to follow, white Jesus. Everything. So it's just like we need to realize that exactly what you're bringing out. It's only one path. Right. And that path is it means a lot. Right. It means a lot. One path means what? One body. Right. Because it means what? One mind. Exactly. Because how can it be one path when and this path is not talking about a literal path. It's talking about one way of life. It's only one way of life. Live this way. Right. This is the only way you can live. So if you're living this way and it's opposite of the Bible, you're off. Right. If you're not even living according to the Bible, you're off. Period. Like he said, if you're in Kemet and you're looking in the Book of the Dead, and you looking at, the Hammurabi codes and everything like that, and the stars, and you trying to, you trying to manifest destiny and your chakras and the kundalinis. Come on, man, you way off, man. Go ahead. No, I was about to say the chakras.
Oh yeah, the chakras and the kundalini, man. Good night. Yeah, them boys gonna get that kundalini stimulated and. Good night. But it's only one path, one mind. It takes one mind, one state, one doctrine, one way of life. And these camps, like you said, and when we talk about camps, we talking about Christian camps. Right. Anything outside of I.S.U.P.K, the Christian church, Kemet, Egyptology, Taoism, Buddhism, Islam, anything. You understand? You are off, man. You are not on the same path. You are on a different path. And if you believe in the Bible and you're not in the I.S.U.P.K under the command of YAHANNA and learning the truth about the Bible, you're not on the right path. Right. You understand? And if you're in a group and you think that another group that believes something totally different to you both are in the truth, you don't understand one path. You don't understand one body. You don't understand one mind, one faith. You understand? So, no, we're not going to spend too much time on that, but there's only one path. You understand? That's in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander YAHANNA. This was established in 1969. Right. And just like we start our classes off, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, it's been started off like that through since the beginning, man. Nothing has changed. The doctrines, the councils, the checking, the correction, everything is the same. The spirit, the culture is all the same, man. Go ahead.
Keep reading, sir.
Go ahead.
And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water. Right.
So like it's even between the fire and the water. Like these are the churches and camps and all that is in the fire and the water. Longer story short, they're in the world. Right. You see what I'm saying? They're in the world. Go ahead.
So small that there could but one man go there at once.
You understand? Only one man can get in at once. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's not talking about because it's not enough to fit everybody. It's just saying like it's so hard. It's so hard and it requires so much strength, so much sacrifice, and so much dedication and diligence that everybody's not going to get in that door. Everybody's not going to become a trooper or get their Hebrew name. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody's not going to be a sister in the school and get their Hebrew name. You understand? the classes are not going to look like T.D. Jakes' mega church. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to look like Joel Osteen's mega church, John Gray's mega church. It's going to be narrow. And we like it like that now. I.S.U.P.K. We like it like that. You understand? Because we know that we're doing a good job of what's called filtration. You understand? We're filtering very, very well, getting everybody out of here and keeping everybody out that is not going to submit to the Most High in Christ and make sacrifices like these men and these women in the school have done. You understand? We don't want no cowards in our camp. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 9. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance.
Right. So if this city were given to a man for an inheritance, the kingdom of heaven is our inheritance. We're living to inherit the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
While the white man and every other nation is trying to inherit land and inherit money and inherit jewels and belongings, we are going to inherit the kingdom of heaven and everything that, and like I said, a city's being built and all good things. You see what I'm saying? There's so much good things in the kingdom of heaven you can't even imagine it.
Right.
Just look what we're doing right now as mere men. You understand? Mere men in the I.S.U.P.K, how great it is here in this school and on the face of the earth. It's miraculous. You understand? Read.
If this now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
Right. So like if this is our inheritance, but how can we receive it if we're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments?
Right.
If we're not making sacrifices, if we're not enduring, we're not going into the school, we're not getting our Hebrew name, we're not progressing through the years, you understand? Seeing many moons, memorializing those holy days, so on and so forth, shedding ourselves with the world.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Mardocky, make sure you give me that scripture about Paul too. I'm gonna definitely need that about dying every day. You understand? Shedding ourselves of the world. How? How are we going to inherit the kingdom of heaven? It's ours to inherit. Right. It's like you just got so much good right here in front of you. All you got to do is stop getting high to get it. All you got to do is stop being an adulterer. All you got to do is stop loving your oppressors.
Right.
That's it. That's what God said. That's what God said. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying right now sounds cool and, very pro-black and strong. It could not have been come out of the Bible because they don't know the Bible. They don't know the Spirit of Christ. They don't know the Spirit of the Most High. These men were men of war, and they fought for superiority.
Right.
They fought for superiority for Israelites, man. That so much so that they said, I would be an enemy unto your enemies. I'll be an adversary unto your adversary. This is not talking about whoever believes in God. It's not just simply talking about whoever believes in God, whoever follows the laws. It's not simply saying whoever follows the laws and commandments, but you have to first be an Israelite. You have to first be an Israelite, right? That's a good thing. That's what I'm saying. Like these oppressors, these other nations are against us, and we're separate from them. We're holy. We're better than them, right? For one thing. For two, we need to become better because we, as far as following the law, statutes, and commandments, so that the Most High can defeat our enemies.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Right. That's the only way. That's the only way we're going to overcome those curses, that fire. You understand? That's the only way we're going to, put that fire out. You understand? And overcome that deep water, those trials and tribulations, right? Those curses that he talks about in Deuteronomy. It's the only way we're going to overcome it. It says what? Hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. You understand? That all these curses, you understand, that we would be put above all the nations on the face of the earth. All right? Go ahead and continue what you got out.
Verse 10. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me.
Right. Go ahead.
Even so is Israel's portion. Right.
So this is like he said, this is Israel's portion. You understand? This is our portion. It's not everybody's portion.
Right.
He didn't say that. Read that again up.
And I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
Right. It's Israel's portion. It's not everybody's portion.
Right.
Kingdom of heaven ain't for everybody. The I.S.U.P.K is not for everybody.
Damn right.
Right?
Right.
Rocket Yahweh Yahweh Shah.
Damn right.
You understand? That's the truth. That's what it is. It's a portion for Israel. Only Israelites can come into the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
That's it. It's the only people that are allowed in here, just like that's the only people that are allowed in the kingdom of heaven. This is what we're talking about right now. You understand? So we gotta understand the nature of what we're teaching here, the nature of what this Bible says and what it means, and then you'll be able to make a step towards what coming into righteousness.
Right.
Then you can be able to now say, man, let me see what these brothers really got going on over here. Let me see if it's really in the Bible what they saying. That's in there. God said God said this is for us only. Mm-hmm. God said don't love our oppressors. It says that in the Bible. Let me come and see, bro. Show me.
Right.
You know we from the show me stick. You know what I mean? Here you go. Slide that Bible right there. You know what I mean? Here you go. Right there. All right. Read it right there. No sweat. You understand? And you get in here and then now you become so entangled in righteousness. You're becoming entangled in righteousness and strength, right? Because that's what you see in here. You see these brothers and they masculine, they exceptional, they orderly, they're loving one to another. Ain't no contentions between nobody. Sisters is working together like a well-oiled machine. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? It's just like a body that just no flaws. Not here, not in Texas, not in Europe, not in DC. It's UPK is moving as one body. One on one path, one mind, one faith, and it's beautiful because the foundation of what we're moving on is the truth. 100%. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Mm-hmm. Because for their sakes, I made the world.
He said for their sake, so it's a portion for Israel, right? Being the 12 tribes of Israel or the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and the world I made for their sake. The world is supposed to be for our sake. The land of milk and honey, was it not given to Adam? Right? It was given to Adam. He said, this is the land of milk and honey. You have dominion over the land, dominion over the fowls, the beast, everything that creepeth upon the earth, and everything, and all man. The earth was the world that was made for our sake, man. Everything in it, this existence was made for us to rule. Go ahead.
And when Adam transgressed my statutes.
When Adam did what?
Transgressed my statutes.
But I thought Moses brought the laws.
Transgressed my statutes.
When who did?
Adam transgressed my statutes.
So what does this mean? Go ahead, Omar Daka. You know the answer. What does this mean?
When it's talking about when Adam.
In order for Adam to transgress, what does that mean?
Break the law.
There was laws. Right. Adam had the laws.
Right.
You understand? Like a lot of people think they was just lawless. Like, you know what I mean? We didn't have the laws up until Moses. But that's not true. Because Adam transgressed the law.
Right.
He had the laws and the statutes, right? The Lord gave him instructions on what to do and what not to do. You understand? That's why there's many instances where like the flood, right? Why did he flood the earth? Because what? Because they were doing something that they knew they should not have been doing, which means they were breaking a law. They were transgressing a law. They were having interracial marriages. The sons of God, which also means what? The princes of the power, or us, Israelites, or, you know, at that time it was mainly sons of God because we didn't come around. Israelites wasn't there yet. That's why it's called sons of God. You understand? Same thing, princes of the power. That's what Israel means. Israel means prince of the power. So we're sons of God. It's not no angels, you know what I mean, that was having sex with the daughters of men. It was Israel. It was God's chosen people that were having sex with what? With heathens. The daughters of men. Mere men that the Bible says are nothing, that are like spittle. You understand? That's what was going on. The Lord flooded the earth because they were transgressing the law by having interracial marriage, and this was before Moses. Right? Let's go.
Then was decreed that now is done.
Right.
Verse 12. Then were the entrances of this world made narrow.
Right? So the interests of this world are made narrow. We're born into a society these days and these generations that's filled with what? Homosexuality, child molestation, drug abuse, drug dealing, you know what I mean? Gang banging, murder, robbery, rape, theft, so on and so forth, fornication, adultery. I'm talking about a boatload. You know what I mean? About a boatload. I'm talking about, oh goodness. And listen, you brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K. that are here, you endure to the end, man. The Lord is protecting you. The Lord is guiding you. The Lord is strengthening you. And you are free from all of these things, man. You are free from this wickedness. And you big yourself up. And you big each one of your brothers and sisters up in this truth, man. You look at, no matter if it's your husband, no matter if it's your wife, or it's your husband, your husband's wife. You know what I mean? You are children of the Most High. You are saints that follow the law, statutes, and commandments, man. And there's men and women out here that are lying, cheating, you know what I mean, throwing a woman away, beating a woman up, and women out here that are putting men on child support, sleeping behind his back, and doing all kind of homosexuality, and it's disgusting. You are in a holy matrimony here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. All right? So you big yourself up, man. You understand? The day we live in now, to be in the I.S.U.P.K. shows tremendous strength. Because there's so much. Read that again,
There were the entrance of this world.
Of this world today, go ahead.
Made narrow.
You understand? It's made narrow. You understand? It's hard out here. It's plenty wickedness out here. You better be aware of it. You better get yourself right and correct yourself. And then take the correction that comes to you. And love it. Go ahead.
Full of sorrow.
Full of sorrow. You know, there's people sorry for what they've done. Sorry they threw their husband away because of what? Whatever reason. You see what I'm saying? But that the Most High said was righteous. You understand? Like all of these things. Because for vain reasons. You know how many men are sorry they threw their wife away?
Right.
You know how many men are sorry they married their sister? Being horny and lustful. You know how many children are sorry that their parents, you know, are divorced and separated? Sorrow, man. Sorry, brothers. You know how many brothers and sisters in the prison system that are sorry of the crimes they committed because of all of this hell and stuff they have to now be a part of, and their freedom being taken from them physically. It's full of so much sorrow, man. So much sorrow and mourning. And it's just terrible, man. Go ahead.
In travail, they are but few in evil, full of perilous, and very painful. Verse 13, for the entrance of the elder world.
But the entrance of the elder world, right? The world before this, like in the beginning, before the day in the past, go ahead.
Were wide and sure.
Was wide and sure. I'm talking about babies were being born in the truth. It was just the truth is here.
Right.
This is it. We in rulership, right? We in rulership. We ain't oppressed. We got work everywhere we go. You know what I mean? We got brothers that love and care about us everywhere we go. You understand? Opportunities, land, milk, honey, jewels, wealth, fortune, however you want to put it. Opportunities. All you got to do, this is the law. This is the law. You understand? The law is no pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? No interracial marriage. And you born, and that's what's going on in the earth. There's no interracial marriage. There's no pork getting cooked nowhere. No pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster getting sold in no markets or no merchantships are selling these things. This is the truth. We in here. You know what I mean? We born in here. You wake up, you trip, no sweat. Like this is the perfect example, man. See how these other nations, today the gates are narrow today for us, right? But it's wide for these other nations, right? Because the white man and the Arab man and everybody else can go and murder the whole entire club and get cheeseburgers. You understand? You know, go see a judge. You know what I mean? Right. You know how good it is to see a judge. You know how many brothers in prison right now still waiting to see a judge? You know how many brothers that died and could not see a judge?
Right.
Seeing a judge, what they go to jail, they come out felons, and guess what? Hey, no sweat, clean yourself up. I got a job for you. Donald Trump, you get major corporation, you get hired right on. You know what I mean? They got land, they got currency, they got stuff. They like I said, they in heaven. It's here. It's here. Here you go. Clean yourself up. Take a shower. I got a job for you. You're a felon, no sweat. You're my brother. Come in here. Now just do the right thing. That's how it was for us. You understand? We followed the law, statutes, commandments. We had everything. Brother fall off track. We get him back on track. You know what I mean? Just kids are being born into righteousness, like how in the I.S.U.P.K is the same thing. Everything that we're talking about the gates being wide or the good things that come from, being in the kingdom of heaven is here in the I.S.U.P.K. Go ahead and read.
For the entrance of the elder world were wide and sure.
Go ahead.
And brought in immortal fruits. Verse 14. If then they that live labor.
Like that, immortal fruit. You about to put that as anime skit. You about to put that as anime skit.
Right.
You know me.
Read that again. Read it in the anime voice. Let me hear that. Nah, we gotta have him read it.
Right.
Nah, I ain't gonna do it today. We gotta know. Read it again though.
For the entrance of the elder world.
The elder world. He like that elder world. Yeah, go ahead.
Were wide and sure. And brought immortal fruit.
And brought immortal fruit because why? Because there was infinite brotherhood.
Right.
It was infinite resource. Like you see how these other nations live. They there's no limits to what they can do. To the point where they just buy planes, fly high, and jump out of them with parachutes, and just they don't know what else to do with life. You know what I mean? Like I just did it all. I done bought what I wanted to buy, and seen everything. Now let me just see death. Like, you know what I mean? Let me stare death in the eye. That's why they become so thrilling and that's how they live, man. You know what I mean? Immortal fruit. Go ahead.
Would this be something like a righteous Black Wall Street?
Yeah. But way better though.
Right,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Way better. You know what I mean? Way better, man. It's a scripture in here, man. I need to find right quick on that note. Cause listen, the kingdom of heaven and what we talking about, like, we'll get there. We're gonna get there. It's coming. Go ahead.
Verse 14. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid upon for them.
Yeah, right. If you don't read it again.
If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid upon for them.
Right. If you don't never sacrifice and come and find the truth and adhere to the truth, you know what I'm saying, submit to the Most High in Christ, to the men of the Lord, the masters according to the flesh, you'll never see the kingdom of heaven, man. You'll never have it. You'll never see righteousness. You'll never be able to have that immortal fruit, that uncanny brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't. Listen, brother, the more you stay in, sister, the more you stay in there, coming to the school as seniors, you want us to start seeing that you don't have not a damn thing to worry about in the I.S.U.P.K. You work hard, you follow orders, you follow those commands, you stay righteous, and everything is going to be given unto you. Precept.
Right. Yes, sir.
Precept for the seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be given unto you. Like, you're going to get it all here. You just got to seek the kingdom of heaven. Be righteous. Follow the law, statutes, commandments. You understand? Follow the orders. Take the correction. Take the chastisement. It's all cleaning you up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 15. Now therefore, why dispitest thou thyself, seeing thou art a corruptible man? And why art thou moved, whereas thou art but mortal?
Go ahead.
Verse 16. Why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come, rather than that which is present?
You understand? These people, brothers and sisters, are more interested in what they can do now, what they can accomplish now. Those job opportunities. You know what a sister would do for a job opportunity today? She would murder for a job opportunity today. She would kill her child in order to not have that responsibility and keep her from getting that corporate position. You know what a brother would do today to be the man on the block? He would sell drugs to his people, man, and have them strung out, dying mothers and fathers, uncles, sisters and brothers, our family. Our mothers, our brothers, man. That's what he would do. To have that Hellcat. You understand? Have that Dodge Demon. To drive, put them 30-inch rims on the car. To have the 20-inch Cuban link chain. Right. They'll go and kill and rob a brother. You understand? To do that. Because go ahead.
And just like the Christian church, I mean, they do the same thing. They robbed the Most High chosen people. I mean, you got John Gray buying his wife a $500 million truck.
Right. You understand?
Right. And you got all these pastors, they take the grandma's money and they just make white America, pretty much great again. Right. You know, like this is their cycle of oppression.
That's correct,
In like other words.
You're right. And John Gray and all these Christian pastors will sell out all of their people to all of our oppressors. Right. You understand? For a Ferrari truck, for a Lamborghini truck, for a mansion, for our alligator shoes, for Versace cologne, for Amar, for everything. Any Mercedes Benz. They'll sell out all of our people like Martin Luther King did to sleep with oppressors. You understand? To sleep with your enemy. They will sell you out to sleep with their enemy, man. They would do that. Read that part again, up. I think it was.
Why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come, rather than that which is present?
You understand? They want to have those things now and fulfill their lust and their desires now, rather than to steadfast, submit to the Most High, sacrifice evil doings, become righteous, follow the laws and commandments, and inherit the kingdom of heaven. They rather just enjoy themselves in hell. And the cost for enjoying yourself in hell is what? Is sinful. It's sinful. It's sin. It's sin. It's wickedness. You know what I mean? You have to what they call dancing with the devil. See what I'm saying? You dancing with the devil. Dance with the devil. You on his side. You fighting against your people. You creating obstacles for them. You holding them down. You misleading them. All so you can have a job. All so you can have a mega church and have a car and have a house and be this and be this rich and just fulfill your destiny, your desires of this world. Instead of just, like I said, being like the brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K. who are in deep hell right now.
Right.
Who are in deep hell. This hell is the worst, you understand, that it's ever been, right? It's getting bad, you understand? It's not getting better on the earth. Because why? Because Babylon is falling. You understand? It's more homosexuality. It's more murder, more mass murders, more police brutality, more oppression. Mexicans now getting hell. The Hondurans is getting hell. Haitians getting hell. Puerto Ricans getting hell. It's like, oh my goodness, everywhere you go, it's just like it's a battlefield out here. But in that deep hell, the I.S.U.P.K. is doing something that is absolutely miraculous. Damn right. You understand this? Right. You understand? Like unscathed. Unscathed. Why? Because we are choosing to go against the multitude. You understand? And that's something that's so honorable, man. I cannot express how honorable it is for a brother and sister in the school to be here in the school. Right. Because that doesn't mean you're just a member. You know what I mean? This is not just some kind of member or something. You know what I mean? This is showing that you have battled demons and wickedness and temptation and lust and love and family and friends. Right. to what? To do the will of your Father that is in heaven, man. That's what you did. And bro, I can tell you how shot of that, man. You are amazing. You are amazing. Just so when you see brothers and sisters in this school, man, you know that this brother right here is fighting. He is fighting. This sister is fighting, man. They are enduring. Because just think about what you're going through, brother. Just think about what you're going through, sister. It's hard. We don't, we can only imagine what brothers and sisters going through. They can only imagine what I'm going through. But we know it's hell. But you know you still in here, you still getting counsel, you still at the Passover, you still online, you still on the Facebook, on Instagram, on the online classes, I.S.U.P.K online classes, still, still in major council, still you're here and you're making progress, man.
Right.
You're fighting. All right? Go ahead.
Then answered I said, O Lord, that bear rule that has ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things.
Mm-hmm.
Hold
on. Say it. We'll go over from the top again. Go ahead.
Then answered I and said, O Lord, that bears rule that has ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things.
The righteous shall inherit these things, man. Not everybody. You can't be a rapist and be okay with inviting heathens and loving your oppressors and smoking weed and you all just think that you all are going to inherit this. Like you just did that. It's for everybody. There's no expectations for us. You know what I mean? You can believe what you want to believe. You can, no matter what camp you in, no matter what church you go to, no matter you Israelite. Oh, you in the truth. What tribe you from? Aki? Akkadi. Right. what tribe you from? Akkadi.
Right.
Yehuda.
Good.
No, man. Yehuda. They just have little Christian camp conventions, right. And they all come to nothing different than the Christian church, man. Everybody can be saved in the Christian church. Everybody can be saved in the world. They all saved. But only the true people that are actually in the I.S.U.P.K are actually the righteous ones. That
right.
Read it again, up.
Then I answered, Then answered I and said, O Lord, that bears rule that has ordained in the law that the righteous should inherit these things, but that the ungodly should perish.
You understand? The righteous is going to inherit these things, man. The ungodly will perish, man. The ungodly will be incarcerated for embezzlement. Right. Because they've been taking the church's money and, saying this came from their record deal. This money I got from my record deal, man. This ain't the church's money. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, they ain't made a song in 50 years. Right. They ain't dropped a record in 30 years. Where is this money coming from? Oh, this $500,000 Lamborghini I bought my wife, this ain't the church's money. I got other businesses and stuff. Where they at? Because, you're such a godly man. You at church every Sunday. You got revival every other week. You understand? Prayer conventions every quarter of the year. So much counseling and prayers and stuff you got to do for your members of 50,000. What other businesses are you running? And how is the people in your church still suffering? If you got this much amount of money in your other businesses, invest it into the people in the church. Because those are the ones that actually had to take a bus to get there to give you their money. While you ride off in your car that was bought with their money. So what do you like these? That's what the unrighteous are going to be. That's what they're going. They're the ones that are being exposed as child molesters and going to jail. Child molesters, going to jail, pedophiles, you know what I mean? Drug dealers, murderers. You understand? Rise again to that sister Joy, man. What's her name? Joy. You understand? The sister from Europe, man. Joy, man. Like You know, it's sad that a sister had to be, taken from us, because of wicked leaders.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because of wicked leaders, man. And this is what the Bible is talking about right now. They shall perish, man.
Right.
They shall perish. You don't want to perish. You don't want to be a part of that. Because when the ship goes down, you're going down with it.
Right.
You don't want to be on that boat. You think it's cool now to go against the I.S.U.P.K and come up against the men of the Lord until your boat starts to sink. Until everybody that you put your faith in, including yourself, falls. And you have to be humiliated or either sacrifice your life. You understand? To unrighteous people, man. Wicked leaders. You don't want to be there. Humble yourself. You understand? Humble yourself. Submit to the Lord. Come into the I.S.U.P.K. Learn the truth. You understand? If we accept you.
Right.
If we accept you. Because that's just what it's like in here. You know what I mean? It's just so thorough in here. Yeah, we're the home of the truth. Nobody else has the truth. And everybody can't come in here. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things, and hope for a while. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the while. Verse 9.
No, drop that. We gonna go ahead now, man. You understand? That's you understand that.
Right.
You understand that. You understand that. Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Let's get into it because we ain't got so much time. I gotta pull out 1,000 scriptures right now. So let's move fast. We're gonna run through them. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Everybody want to know, like, what are we supposed to do? How do we get into heaven? How do we become righteous? Where do we go? Who are we? You see what I'm saying? All these questions about how to be holy and how to be righteous and, how to get into heaven. No sweat. No sweat. We'll help you out right now. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
Go ahead.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
The conclusion of the whole matter. All these questions you got, just pipe down, close your mouth. Be quiet. I'm going to give you the answer. Let's get to the conclusion of the entire matter. You understand? He's saying we all can be righteous. We all in the truth. He's saying no matter what you do, the Lord knows your heart. And all of these things is misguidance, miseducation, and everything. No sweat. Just keep it very plain for you. Let's conclude the whole matter. Go ahead.
Fear Yahweh.
Fear the Most High. Because what? Fearing the God is what? The beginning of wisdom. Fearing the Most High is what? Gaining understanding. Fear the Lord. When you fear somebody, you'll do what they say do.
Right.
What did the Most High say do? Go ahead.
And keep his commandments.
He said what?
And keep his commandments.
That's what you got to do.
Right.
Why? Go ahead.
For this is the whole duty of man.
For this is the whole duty of man. This is the whole duty of man. You don't want to know what to do? Fear God and follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
You understand? Stop talking about what you like and what you don't like, who you care about, who you don't care. Follow the Lord. Submit to the Lord. Fear the Lord. Fear the Lord. And when the Lord sends these men to the earth in the I.S.U.P.K, fear them as well.
Right.
Fear them. Because we've been sent as the extension of the Most High's power, man. His authority on the earth. You fear us. You understand? Because when I tell you something, and when Commander General YAHANNA tells you something, a priest and prophet tells you something, it's the Lord that has told you something, man.
Right.
You understand? And we tell you get off the crack. You understand? Put the weed down. Put the unk down. Leave the unk alone. Get out of your kundalini. Stop letting people play with your kundalini. You know what I mean? You need to listen.
Right.
Go ahead. Oh, Slaggy, no sweat. That's what we have to understand. It's very simple, man. The whole duty of man is that we follow his law, statutes, commandments. This is how we avoid falling into that fire. This is how we avoid falling into that deep water. This is how we avoid those things. What you said out? Still got something? Go ahead, let me get it. Usually when a brother do that, it's something that he wants you to bring out. Go ahead, start it from the top.
COMCAST.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
Go ahead.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear YAHANNA and keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments. Go ahead.
For this is the whole duty of man.
For this is the whole duty of man. Go ahead.
For Yahweh shall bring every work into judgment.
Right.
With every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Right. You understand? Every good thing, whether it be good or evil, he's going to make it come to light.
Right.
You understand? He's going to make it come to light. He's going to exact judgment. He's going to be the one that's going to be the judge. You understand? He's going to give the inheritance to the righteous, and the unrighteous will be the ones who perish, who will be the ones who are slaughtered. You understand? Because that is the judgment, death. For the wages of sin is death. All right. Drop that out. Any more on that out? Drop that. Give me Mark chapter 4 verse 1. It's a parable right here. It's a mystery. But let me get through it fast. There's a few scriptures, and I don't want to. But this is a good one pertaining to endurance. It's a good one pertaining to endurance. But with all of that said, you understand? Anybody online got any questions, anything like that?
A lot, sir.
Everything that we've been talking about, Mark chapter 4 verse 1. Everything that we've been talking about as far as, who the Most High loves. What is love? Fearing the Lord. Following his law, statutes, commandments. How easy is it to inherit the kingdom of heaven? The kingdom of heaven is your inheritance. That exists here in the I.S.U.P.K. The kingdom of heaven is being built. It's that city that's being built. It's not easy to get into this city. It's not easy to get into this body. You know what I mean? It's only one path, and it's a one way you have to do it, and everybody is not doing it. Everybody's doing something different. The dangers and the curses and the sorrow and all of those things around not following the law, statutes, and commandments, being outside of the school, being outside of the kingdom of heaven, is all leading up to this now. You understand? These steps that we were talking about, right? Go ahead.
Concept. The book of Mark, chapter 4, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And he began again to teach us by the seaside.
Go ahead.
And there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship and sat in the sea.
Right.
And on the whole multitude was by the sea on the land.
Right. So this is Christ he's talking about. He's teaching the multitude. You understand? He's talking to all of these brothers and sisters. And he about to drop something heavy for them. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And he taught them many things by parables.
By what?
By parables.
By what?
By parables.
Those mysteries.
Right.
Those mysteries. By parables. Why? Because think about it like this, man. When I'm talking to my brother and it's only something I want my brother to know, I'm going to speak the way my brother and I only know how to speak.
Right.
I'm going to say, listen, bro, I'm going to be ducked off at the crib. You know what I mean? I'm going to be ducked off at the crib. You know what I mean? Hit me on the jack later. They going to be like, what? You know what I mean? These oppressors is going to be like, Most High in Christ. The water. Most, it's not for you, what I'm about to tell them. This is a parable. I just gave him a parable. I told him something in a way that's something that only he can understand, or something that's saying what I was trying to say, but without saying it. And that's how Christ spoke. That's how the Most High talked. That's how Peter, Paul, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, David, Solomon, they all spoke like that. In parables, mysteries, metaphors, similes, poetry. You understand? So poetically. Go ahead.
And said unto them in his doctrine.
This is a black man's book, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow. And it came to pass.
A sower.
Sower.
A sower. There went out a sower to sow.
A sower to sow. And it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside.
Some fell by the wayside. Go ahead.
And the fowls of the air came and devoured it up.
So just imagine this. Just imagine this as the sower, right? Or something like a planter who has seeds, right? And he's planting what? Seeds he plants some by the wayside. Some fell by the wayside, right? And then what happened?
And some fell by the wayside.
Right.
And the fowls of the air came and devoured it up.
And the fowls of the air came and devoured them up, man. Right? So, boom. Let's go.
Verse 5. And some fell on the stony ground.
And then some seed fell on the stony ground. Go ahead.
Where it had not much earth.
Not much earth in there. And the seeds need the earth to grow, don't they?
Right.
Go ahead.
And immediately it sprang up.
But it did. But it was able to. You know how Tupac talked about the rose that came from concrete. These sprung up. Something beautiful came from it. It was able to get something, you know, to grab onto and actually grow. It sprang up. Go ahead.
Because it had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched.
It was scorched. You understand? Because it didn't have enough life there. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have enough earth to fuel it to be able to withstand the sun, to have the strength to grow strong without the sun, you know what I mean, destroying it. Go ahead.
And because it had no root, it withdrew away.
You see what I'm saying? It didn't have enough. It wasn't deep enough. Go ahead and go ahead.
And some fell among thorns.
And some fell among thorns. Go ahead.
And the thorns grew up and choked it.
And choked it. You understand? You know when some plant grows up in the thorns and it's like vines and it can't grow upright.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just bending and folding and it just wither away. Go ahead.
Choked it. And it yielded no fruit.
You understand? And yield no fruit. Yes, go ahead.
Verse 8. And others fell on good ground.
And others fell on good ground. You know what I mean? That good soil. It fell on the earth. It was good. It was clean. It was, fertile. Go ahead.
And did yield fruit.
And it did yield fruit.
That sprung up.
That sprung up.
And increased.
And increased. Go ahead.
And brought forth some 30.
And brought forth 30. And begin to multiply. Other plants, other seeds begin to root and grow. Go ahead.
And some 60.
And some 60.
And some 100.
Some 100. And I think you got a field out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is good ground out here. You got a field, a farmland out here. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And he said to them.
What he said to him?
He that hath ears to hear, let him hear.
Okay. What we talking about, Mardaki?
Right. Yeah.
What we talking about now? What he said?
Yes, I mean, this is pretty much just.
No, I'm talking about what that verse he just read right now.
I mean, it's pretty much the ones that are not going to get caught up in the lies and faith.
we not breaking down the parable yet. I know you see, that's the thing. When you come into I.S.U.P.K, you understand the spirit of the Bible. You start to understand more and more the spirit. You start getting more filled with the spirit of the Lord, the true spirit of Christ. More and more, to the point where you hear things and you know exactly what it's talking about. Because you know what it's not talking about. When God so loved the world, you know God didn't die. You know God don't love everybody. So you know he didn't send his son to die for everybody. So the word world can't mean everybody. Because I know that because I read Isaiah, because I read Revelations, because I read Peter, because I read Paul, you understand? I read Paul letters, you know what I mean? I read Genesis. I read it. I know what's going on in these other places, so it can't be talking about everybody. So Mardaki understands the spirit. He's able to make a educated guess, you understand, on what this can be talking about. But because we don't talk about what we don't know, we just get the breakdown from the priest and prophets of the Lord. No sweat. But he says now, after he's given that parables about the sower that sows, he's now saying, him that have an ear, let him hear. Meaning what?
Him that has understanding.
Him that has understanding. You know what I mean? He that has understanding. Now he's about to show you now what those parables are. If you have understanding, Mardaki has understanding. See what I'm saying? That's what Mardaki has. He has understanding. The brothers and sisters that come up in here and stay in this school and see many classes, many moons in this school, they gain understanding.
Right.
You understand? So they know what this parable is saying. Go ahead.
And when he was alone, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable.
Now they asked him a parable. Go ahead.
And he said it to them.
And so now listen, now they asking them the parable. He that have an ear should understand.
Right.
He that have an ear should hear, right? But they're asking him the parable. Go ahead.
Unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of Yahweh.
Hold on, what he said?
And to you, it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of Yahweh.
You understand? You're supposed to know because it was given to you. That's why in the scriptures where it says, I shew my word unto Jacob. You understand? My laws, my commandments, my statutes, you know what I mean? You know, all these things, you know what I mean? Like I shoot my word unto Jacob.
Right.
These people who are Israelites. It's given unto you to understand the people the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, and he's telling them that they should know, but they don't know, but they're going to find out. But how are they going to find out? They're going to find out from anywhere. All right, could they go down the street and find out about it? Could they go to the Sadducees and Pharisees and find out about it? No, they got to find out from who? From Christ. You understand? From the men of the Lord, the men that are under the order of the Lord, that have the breakdowns, that have the counsel, that have the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, and everything else that was sent down from the Lord, that he passed down, that you have to be in line to receive. You understand? They can't get it nowhere else. Right. If they did, they would know. Right. They wouldn't be asking right now. Right. That's why all of these camps out here, these Christian camps and everybody else is calling in the I.S.U.P.K, getting counsel, getting, you know what I mean, getting all of this family counsel, and, you know, but they don't want to come in here and put some boots on them and getting all that all black. They don't want to do that. But they know what the truth is. They won't tell you. But they'll come here when they need the truth. Read.
But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables.
You understand? For these without, all these things are done in parables. Go ahead.
That seeing they may see.
That seeing that they may see. Go ahead.
And not perceive.
And not perceive. You see what I'm saying? Like these people that don't understand, that are not us, that are not Israelites, or that are not in the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. They see, but they do not what?
Perceive.
They see it, right? They see us on the corner. You understand? And they see us, the devil the Bible speaks of, and they just don't understand why are we saying this? They don't understand why we saying this. Like the one guy came up at the camp one day. He was like, "Listen, man, I'm sorry for what my people did. You know, I deserve my throat slit for what my forefathers did to your people." Then Nadazaka Bar was on the mic. He said he was not even, it's totally different. You know, the guy was at the table, Nadazaka Bar prophesying into the wind. He don't know what this man over here talking about. Nadazaka Bar said, "God damn America." he heard Nadazaka Bar say, "God damn," and he said, "You guys are what? Speaking what he said? You're using the Lord's name in vain. You're using the Lord's name in vain." Longer the story short, people think they know what's going on, but they don't know what's going on. They don't know why we are saying "God damn" and supposed to be priests and prophets. They don't know why we are saying, you know, why we're rude in speech, but we're priests and prophets. They don't know why we are racially profiling, or why we're separate or segregated in priests and prophets. They don't understand. They see it, but they don't perceive it. Go ahead.
And hearing they may hear.
Right. They hear it. They hear it say who the devil is according to the Bible,
and not understand.
But they don't understand why we saying that. Why are we saying that the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge is the home of the truth? And if you're not in the truth under commandment of YAHANNA, it's not of the Lord. They hear it, but they don't understand it. Right. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Least at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven them.
You understand? At least at any time they should be converted and their sins forgiven. Like at any point they can latch on and actually change their lives. You know what I mean? At any point you can just hearken and like look more into it. Look past the goddamn. Look past the, you know, our oppressors, the devil the Bible speaks of. Look past that, what you disagree with. You know what I mean? What you that goes against what you love, and dig deeper. Like me, for example, they told me I had to get rid of my dreads. I wasn't hearing that. I heard it, but I didn't understand it. But did I say, "Oh, this ain't for me. This ain't the place for me," because I gotta have my dreads. Oh, this ain't the place for me because I can't be with a woman forever, especially if she loud and she getting on my nerves. Like I gotta throw it away. I can't be here. You see what I'm saying? The things that the people do in the world, that they just are stuck to. They go with it instead of being like, "Well, why can't I have dreads?" That's what I did. I said, "Why can't I have dreads? Where's that in the Bible?" You know what I mean? Show me that. Dig deeper into it. Because you can easily be converted in what? What it say?
And their sins should be forgiven.
And your sins can be forgiven. Now you can get rid of them dreads and become righteous. Now you can come in here and have a wife and she doesn't be a loudmouth black woman. You see what I'm saying? You can have a life of no sin and curses and pain and, you know, all of those other things, right? Because you'll be forgiven for your sins. You'll be repenting in here. You got something you want to say more, Doug? I got a Septicon. Go ahead. Let's make it quick. I got 30 minutes.
It's Isaiah chapter 30, beginning. We're just gonna go to verse 9 through 10. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not to us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Right.
This is what they want to hear.
Right.
They don't want to hear the righteous things.
Right.
They want to hear, oh, it's okay to celebrate Christmas.
Right.
It's okay to agree with the LGBT
Knock
community.
yourself out.
You understand? Go ahead. Enjoy yourself. You understand? That's exactly what they want to hear, man. And I know we pressed for time, sir, so...
Hey, that's a hell of a precept, Bob. Where you at again? Let everybody know where you was at. With that
Isaiah
precept?
chapter 30, 9 through 10.
That was Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9 through 10, man. They don't want to hear this. They don't want to hear this man is the devil of the Bible. These people are the devil the Bible speaks of. Because they want to. Because over here, they said you can be holy and still love them. Over here, they said you can, you know, throw your man away if he ain't doing this right. If he don't make you happy no more, throw him away. You understand? If he ain't making this amount of money, you don't got to listen to him. They want to listen to that. They don't want to hear, wives, submit yourselves unto your husbands. They don't want to hear the head of the woman is the man. They don't want to hear, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not make any markings upon thy skin, no tattoos, no more tattoos, no more threesomes. They don't want to hear that.
Right.
No, they don't want to hear that.
Right.
No. I can go over here. Creflo Dollar said the laws is done away with. That sounds good to me.
Right.
And I mean, he got a nice car. He got a big house. The Lord must be with him.
Right.
Read.
And he said to them, know ye not these parables? And how then will ye know all parables?
You said, know ye not these parables. How you going to know any parables?
Right.
You got to know the spirit.
Right.
Right? Once you know the spirit, then you'll know this parable and you know all parables. You know what I mean?
God.
Once you know the spirit, you got the spirit. Like, obviously, this is definitely talking about, you know what I mean, like Mardaki. Tell us what it's talking about, Mardaki. Mardaki is just, first time hearing this scripture, you understand? Right. But with his understanding,
right.
What do we talk? What is the parable?
This is pretty much saying, like, how can you say that you understand, just like you were saying, the spirit?
Explain to me the seeds that fell on stony ground, the seeds that fell on, you know, the thorns, the seed that.
Right, okay.
Explain that to me.
Right. So these are the seeds that had good potential, but
What are the seeds?
The people.
Okay. Which people?
The chosen people.
Okay.
The chosen, the
Israelites. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
The Israelites.
See, that's understanding. It's not talking about anybody and everybody.
Right.
That's the spirit.
Right.
That's understanding what he has right now. It's not talking about anybody. Obviously, it's talking about Israelites because I've read other parts in the Bible and I understand Christ and the Bible and the priest, the prophet, the Most High. I understand it. So it's talking about Israelites. Go ahead.
It's talking about the Israelites, but instead of the ones that actually made it to the truth, these are the ones that made it to the fake Israelite groups. These are the ones that are pedophiles.
Right.
These are the ones that follow after the Roman Catholic Church.
That's right.
These are the ones that don't want to hear the truth.
Right.
And these are the ones that are just blind, following Kemet, following all these other nations.
Right.
And these are the ones that are just lost.
Okay. Give him a hand. Now that was just based on understanding. That was just based on understanding, and you're absolutely right. That's enough. But I'm going to make it now what it completely means. Absolutely. But you're in the ballpark, which some people will read that and think it's talking about everybody. think it's talking about real seeds. Like it's talking about some on stony ground. It's talking about real ground, real thorns, and everything else. They're totally off.
Right.
Go ahead, Doc. Continue.
The sower soweth the word.
Mm-hmm. The sower soweth what?
The sower soweth the word.
Soweth the word, right? So here we go. The sower soweth the word. That's us. We're the ones sowing the word. We're the ones teaching the truth. The people that's getting it is the Israelites, right? Go ahead.
And these are they by the wayside.
And these are they by the wayside. The ones that are getting the truth by the wayside. Go ahead.
Where the word is sown.
Mm-hmm.
But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately.
See, Satan cometh immediately. See what I'm saying? Because what he's talking about, that first fell on by the wayside, and then the fowl swept them up immediately. What does it say again? They fell by the wayside, and what?
The fowl.
No, right where you at?
Where the word is sown.
Mm-hmm.
But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately.
Satan cometh immediately. That's that fowl. Satan cometh immediately. What is this a representation of? Think about when we're at camp. And we're standing up there. We're like, listen, we got to build one another. We got to stand up for Christ. We got to separate from these heathens. We got to do this. And then the brother walking by, he turned around. You know what I mean? He looked. And then what happened? His phone rang. Detached. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or what else happened? You. Come here. Come in. Don't listen to them.
Right.
Like, and he like, hold on. Come on.
Right.
Satan come up and take them away immediately. Something happens at that very moment where they was just about to connect and hear and receive that truth, that word, and then what? Satan came. That foul comes and takes them away right that fast. They wasn't even in the truth for 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
Right. Go ahead.
And these are the likewise which are sown on stony ground.
Stony ground, right? Some of them fell on stony ground. Go ahead.
Who when they have heard the word.
They heard the word just like the first one that was on the wayside heard the word, but the devil came and swooped them out immediately. But these hear the word and what?
Immediately receive it with gladness.
And immediately like, yeah, brother. Yeah, man, black power, man. Yeah, that's a black man's book. Man, you hear what he's saying? You know how we have those. That's all for this. Yeah, that's the devil the Bible speaks. Yeah, he the devil. Go ahead.
And have no root in themselves.
But they don't have no root. It just sound good on the top. You see what I'm saying? It just sounds good. They're there and they're cheerleading. But are they ready to stop smoking weed though? Are you ready to stop getting high? Are you going to stop being a whore? Will you stop murdering? Will you have that baby? Will you take your man off of child support? You understand? Will you stop celebrating Valentine's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving? Brother, would you take care of your woman and not throw her away? Take care of your kids and not abandon your responsibilities, being weak? No, you won't do that, would you? I mean, you hear hoorah and cheerleading, but they roots are not that deep. Go ahead.
And have no root in themselves. And so endure, but for a time.
Yeah, they endure. You know, they being here. One west till they bury me. I'll be one west till the depth of it. They in there, you know what I mean? But then, you know, soon as you know what I mean, soon as you know, sis come around, you know, that box come around. Baby, listen, I ain't with that UPK stuff. You gotta, you know what I mean? Like, you just gotta get out of there because I ain't with that multiple wives stuff. So, you know what I mean? So I went and looked them up on Facebook and they talking about multiple wives and he like, oh, listen, well, you know, oh, yeah, it ain't that serious. You know what I mean? They cool and everything. I ain't really that down like that. Just took it away. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Afterward, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they are offended.
Right. Or they get that correction. Right? They in there, hoorah, brother. Get in there and give me 10 push-ups. What the hell are you doing, Nah? That's not you. That's not how you supposed to do that. You don't never treat your brother like that. Or you what the hell? You gotta get that correction, that chastisement. Or what, that one class they come to and they was hoorah, like this man is the devil. You know what I mean? Black people are the best. And then General Mahimi get in there and say, to hell with homosexuals. And he like, oh, y'all anti-homosexual?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Damn right.
Stop getting high. Oh, y'all anti-weed? Oh, Salakia. Yeah, oh, my bad. Oh. It was all for the truth.
Right.
They was in here, boy. It was like, you know what I mean, one West till they buried me. He said, listen, brother, you gotta come in here and be off limits for 6 months.
Right.
Oh, 6 months? Without no box?
Right.
You know what? Yeah. It's been real. This ain't for me. No sweat. Go ahead, Mardaki.
They gonna hit you with the, all right, I'm gonna head out.
They hit you with the SpongeBob? All right, I'm going to head out.
This ain't for me. I'm gonna head
What's
out.
like, guys, what's they with the SpongeBob? I'm going to head out. All right, I'm going to head out. He's out here, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Boys is zealous, boy. Hit him with that, them laws. Like, hold up, what? I got to come out. Oh, dread, right?
Right.
Oh, all right, I'm going to head out. I'm going to go ahead and head out.
Right.
No cap. Go ahead.
And these are they which are sown among thrones,
Indeed, these are those that are sown among thorns. Go ahead.
such as hear the word,
Mm-hmm.
and the cares of this world,
Mm-hmm.
and the deceitfulness of riches,
Mm-hmm.
and the lust of other things entering in.
Right. Now you hear that, right? These are those people that what? That feel like, oh man, if I come in here, you know what I mean? I see how this is gonna conflict with my job. Because if they see I can't be in the military, I can't be in the police force. I want to be a police officer. I want to run for president. I want to do these things. I got a promotion coming, and if they find out that I hate my oppressors, you understand that they definitely going to fire me, or I'm not able to sell these drugs and get this money, or I can't have those threesomes. You know what I mean? Like I got my body count is high. Like I can get any girl I want. You know what I mean? I can't do these threesomes and live this lustful life, and you know what I mean, and get them and throw them away. And I can't. I don't love these hoes. I can't settle down with these. You know what I mean? They, there's so many different things. You know what I mean? They just got that lust and desire. Like Martin Luther King, he wanted to sleep with white women and join his oppressors. Everything that the Bible is against. And those are the desires and the lust of his heart, and you know what I mean, and it's just why brothers will get out of the truth over money. You understand? Oh, they ain't making no money in here. They ain't making enough money. Like y'all gotta get money. It's all about money, huh? Okay, no sweat out. This you should go ahead and head out. You should go ahead and head out. No cap, man. We will go ahead and let you know in the I.S.U.P.K. Go ahead and head out. No sweat. Yeah, you chill out.
Right.
Lord be with you.
Right. I was about to say that.
You know what I mean? Lord be with you. No sweat. Go ahead.
And the deceitfulness of riches, and lust of other things entering in,
Go ahead.
choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful.
Right. Go ahead.
And these are they,
So it blocks them from being able to receive this truth, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
and these are they which are sown on good ground.
I mean, everybody understands that. These are those that fell on good ground, like commanding General YAHANNA.
Right.
You understand? Out of everybody that came into the truth, that stayed in the truth, you know what I mean? That those that exceeded, those that stayed in the truth, and those that gained rank in the truth, and out of those that, after all of that, left the truth, there was a man, you understand, who the Most High seen qualified to stand in the trenches.
Right.
You understand?
That's
To stand in the hedges.
That's
You know what I mean?
right.
Between our enemies and his people, and hold on and endure through everything, through thick and thin, through lust and pain and temptation and suffering, ridicule, humility, hate, all those things, man. On and on and on through all of those things, enduring and enduring and enduring and enduring. those that fell on good ground. Commander Jenny YAHANNA was
Right.
that man this is talking about right now.
Right.
Brothers that are in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, sisters that are in the Israelite School of Practical Knowledge, that fell on good ground, that are here, that are enduring through everything, that are following through every day, getting those counsels, fighting their demons, going through with the counsels. It's you that have fell on good ground, man. Go ahead.
And these are they which are sown on good
Go
ground,
ahead.
such as hear the word and receive it,
And he received it. Go ahead.
and bring forth fruit.
And he did what?
Bring forth
He
fruit.
brought forth true Bashar. Go ahead.
Some 30-fold.
No, he did what? He brought forth fruit. Go ahead.
Some 30-fold.
No, read that again. He brought forth what?
It receiveth it.
Uh-huh.
And bring forth fruit.
He brought forth what?
Fruit.
True Bashar.
Fruit.
Mardakia.
Fruit.
Mahaiman. General
Fruit.
Mahaiman. Officer Dawadah.
Fruit.
Captain Mashak.
Fruit.
All these sisters.
Fruit.
All these brothers, man. And
Right.
the I.S.U.P.K, man.
Right.
Right.
That's
right.
what he brought forth.
right.
Fruit,
Right.
man. Here, valiant men, valiant women, strong, modest, virtuous women, strong and austere, orderly, decent, and non-cowardly men.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
Some 30-fold.
30 men, 30 sisters. Go ahead.
Some 60.
Got 60 men, 60 sisters. Go ahead.
And some 100.
And now we just bowling over the top.
Right.
So much so the General Hyman said we what he said we not accepting no more members. Like we don't want no more members. Like you know what I mean we good. You know what I mean you have to be earned the right. Like we have to decide whether or not we want you in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? We really don't need you here.
Right.
We don't need you here. We're good. You understand? Commander Jenny YAHANNA has held it down, fought hard,
Right.
and has been able to replicate that in other men and raise them up from the dead and do what? Raise up 30,
Right.
raise up 60, raise up 100. Mardakia, let me get Ezekiel chapter 37 verse 10. You understand? He's raised up an exceedingly great army here in the Israelite
Right.
School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. You understand? Commander Jenny YAHANNA going through everything that we as young officers, you understand, troopers, young men, young women in the school are going through right now. He went through it that we may have this day to have the option to change our lives, man. You understand? So that we can be able to be a part of what this world knows and the Most High knows as the army of his army, his host. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Read up.
Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
So I prophesied as he commanded
And that's
me.
what he did. Commander Jenny YAHANNA prophesied as he commanded him. He was done that. Even when all the men around him left their post, because the post didn't change.
Right.
The men did. The post was still the same.
Right.
When we go to camp, you think if somebody leaves camp, camp is going to change?
Right.
No, camp is going to still be camp. It's just going to be one man short of camp.
Right.
The truth didn't leave with him. The truth is still right here.
Right.
It's still right here. We're still doing what, Mardaki? Read it again.
So I prophesied and he commanded me.
As he commanded me.
That's like
That's what we're still doing. We're still prophesying as he commanded us with that same One West doctrine. That same One West doctrine. Nothing changed. Nothing turned. Nothing modified. Anything of that nature. We're still here. One West I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Go ahead.
And the breath came into them.
And the what?
The breath came into them.
Commander Jenny YAHANNA gave me breath, man.
Right.
He gave these brothers breath.
Right.
He gave General Mahaiman breath.
Right.
He gave General Mayat breath. General Hazayan.
Right.
General Katham Gabar. General Kabal. General Shalmar. He gave those generals breath. He gave the captains of 13,000's breath. He gave the captains of 10,000's breath. All the officers of 5,000. All the thousands, the 500s, the 50s, the troopers. You understand? The sisters, man.
Right.
And now even the kids are being born into that wide gate here in
Right.
the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man.
Right.
You understand? He has done that. He's gave us the breath of the life. He gave us the law, statutes, and commandments. He held on to the truth and gave us the truth. The breath of life. Now we can live now. Now we're truly alive. When we met Commander Johnny YAHANNA in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we were born again, man.
Right. That's right.
Read.
And they lived.
And we lived, man. Go ahead.
And stood up upon their feet.
And we did what?
Stood up upon their feet.
We put down the drugs.
Stood up upon their feet.
We stopped celebrating holidays.
Stood up upon their feet.
We stopped gangbanging.
Stood up upon their feet.
We stopped eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster.
Stood up upon their feet.
We stopped sinning and transgressing.
Stood up upon their feet.
And then what happened?
An exceeding great army.
You understand? We became an exceedingly great army. Those 30s now, that one man that fell on good ground became 30, became 60, became 100, and became an exceedingly great army, man. It became exceedingly. You and the I.S.U.P.K are a part of an exceedingly great army, the true host of the Lord, man. The true army of the Most High. And these men who have that officership and up are your authorities, man. Are your leaders. We are here to help you shed yourself in the world, to help you battle oppression,
Right.
to help you battle iniquity, to help you battle suffering, to help you battle temptation, to help you get through those court cases, to help you get through those marriage disputes, to help you get through those job issues, to help you get through fatherhood, to help you get through husbandhood and wifehood and motherhood, to help you get to brotherhood and sisterhood, man.
Right.
That's what we're here for. Do not reject it. Get it and receive it and hold it as yours.
Right.
You understand? What did it say? What did it say about the Israel? This is Israel's portion.
Right.
This is your portion.
Right.
This is your portion. Here it is for you. Right here. In the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander Johnny YAHANNA. You follow these laws, statutes, commandments. You get counsel. You call these brothers up. We're at our doorsteps.
Right.
You understand? Blow our phone up.
Right.
Do it. I'm going to answer it. He's going to answer it. We're going to answer it. You understand? You know how much I can't thank General Muhammad for being there on that other line when I needed him, because it could be the matter of life and death. And I never would have looked at it that way if not for these men.
Right.
I would just look at it as another day, another decision. Then what? That one decision leads to this, and next thing you know, me being unwise and having lack of understanding, lack of wisdom, I make a terrible decision, lose a family member, lose my relationship, lose my family, lose my life. Shar, go ahead and read what you got out. Finish.
And he saying to them, Mark chapter 4 verse 21. And he saying to them, is a candle brought to be under a bushel?
No sweat. Drop that. Let's go ahead and get to it. We got about 8 more minutes. Let's get Proverbs 3 and 11. You give me Proverbs 3 and 11, Mardaki. Let me get Hebrews 12 and 4. We can do this.
COMCAST.
We can do this. Proverbs 3 and 11, and then Hebrews 12 and 4. And we're gonna run through these. Y'all need to hear this. This is a class. This is a class. A class. And I want to make sure that this is the only thing that you have to do. Press this button and watch this video and have everything you need right now for the moment to get you through something in life. You understand? To push you towards righteousness, man. Read more
Book of Proverbs chapter 3 verse 11.
Go ahead.
My son, despise not the chastising of the Lord.
What?
Despise not the chastising of the Lord.
Don't despise this correction, man. You get this correction, don't get angry. Don't get hateful about it. Don't do that. The Lord is doing this correction. When we in the I.S.U.P.K and we correcting you, or you being chastised, that's the chastisement of the Lord. The Lord corrects us, right? Because before the truth, I was just some nigga in the world that didn't know, you know what I mean, right from left. Didn't know whether I was going or coming. Not good for nobody, not even myself. In the I.S.U.P.K, I've become an extension of the Lord. And now what you're getting is an extension of the Lord. You're getting correction from the Lord. You're getting chastisement from the Lord. We tell you what to do, you do it because the Lord said to do it. You understand? This is what we're doing in the I.S.U.P.K. We're his authority. Here. This is where it's at. That's why even though there are brothers and sisters that are not in the I.S.U.P.K, that don't want to join and be here every day and suffer and go through the tutelage and sit side by side with us, they still call us for counsel. They still call us for instruction. They still call us for guidance because their life, they know their life depends on it, and we're the only ones that know the truth, and that gives them something that actually fills their spirit, man.
Right.
Read, Shaw.
Neither be wary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth.
Because he don't be aware of his correction, because you wouldn't be getting corrected if we didn't love you. Because if we was TD Jakes, we would just tell you the laws is done away with. If we was Creflo Dollar, we tell you the laws are done away with. If we didn't love you, then we would tell you that God loves everybody.
Right.
If we didn't love you, then we would tell you that everybody can be saved. If we didn't love you, we could tell you that God is a merciful God. He forgives you. He hates the sin and not the sinner. We'll tell you that anybody can be in the truth. Everybody's in the truth. God knows your heart. It's more everybody has their own path. We'll tell you that if we didn't love you.
Right.
But because we love you, we're going to tell you that there's only one way to be righteous, and there's only one West, man. You understand?
That's right.
Read.
Even as a father, the son is whom he delighteth.
He tells us that the son is who he delighteth, man. The Most High is our father, man.
Right.
And just like any father, you give him rules, laws, regulations, boundaries, limitations. Why? Because you have to keep him straightly in order for him to not destroy himself. It's for him not to destroy himself. For her to not to destroy herself. Go ahead, give me that's it on that, Shar? Read.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom.
Okay, here we go. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, man. You want to know what happiness is? Happiness is knowing and understanding that who the devil is in the earth. Happiness and wisdom. I mean, happiness and wisdom is knowing. You understand that we are oppressed in America still today, to this day.
Right.
You understand? That's what happiness is when you find that wisdom. When you know that God only died for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's happiness. That's wisdom. That's wisdom. That's something that you have to really know. You have to really be wise to know these things and be happy about it.
That's right.
Like, wow, God only loves us? Man, listen, that's a relief. Because now I don't have to love everybody. Because none of them love me. Any more on that? Go ahead, Mark Dockett. Give me we got Hebrews. Let me get let's get James 1:13, Shaw. Go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 4.
Go ahead.
Ye have not yet resisted unto blood.
You understand? You have not resisted unto the blood. Like you have not put your life, you understand, in high regard. Go ahead.
Striving against sin.
You understand? Striving against sin. You didn't have not once gave your life up, put your life in front of the truth. You put the truth in front of your life, and you gave up your life for the truth. You see what I'm saying? That's why brothers in the school, we would die for one another.
Right.
Sisters in here are so thorough, they'll die for one another in here, man. No cowards. Not the men or the women. You better understand that. You understand? Anybody outside of the school and in the school know who we are and within, and you outside know who we are from the outside. No, we are no cowards in here, man. We put our life, we give our life for this truth. Everything that you're battling us for, you're really battling. It's really a demon on you that you're battling, that's battling us. Something that you don't want to battle. You rather battle us with that demon than you battle that demon and then what? Give up your life for the truth. Give away what you love for the truth. Give up who you love for the truth. You know how many brothers and sisters lose 20-year marriages, 25-year marriages because it's either them or the truth? No sweat. I'm gonna head out. It's either you or the truth? All right, I'm gonna head out. You understand? Come on, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, man. Dreads or the kingdom of heaven? All right, I'm gonna head out. Weed or righteousness in the kingdom of heaven? All right, I'm gonna head out. You understand? Like, come on. Like, we give up our life on. You understand? Everything we love, our entire everything. Like it said, no greater love than a man that'll give his life for his brother. Right. You understand? That is love on another. That's great. The greatest amount of love you could give somebody. Give them your life. And brothers have gave their life for the truth. Commanding General YAHANNA has given his life for the truth. And thank you, the water. You understand? For giving your life for the truth. Because now we all have an exceedingly great army. We have a brotherhood in Christ. A sisterhood in Christ. Any more on that? Go ahead and give me what you got. What you got? James 1-13. Let me get Galatians. Let me get Ephesians 6 and actually let me get 2 Timothy 2 and no, matter of fact, give me Romans 5 and 3. Dang, there's so many scriptures I want to get. Go ahead, give me what you got out.
Book of James, chapter 1, verse 13.
Go ahead.
Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh.
You understand? And a lot of people say, oh, God is the reason why I'm going through this. God is the reason why I'm doing it. The Lord is, put this pork in front of me. The Lord is tempting me. No, the Lord is not tempting you. What does it say again?
Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh.
You understand? That's not God tempting you. That's Satan tempting you. That's Satan tempting you, trying to get you to sin against God. He's trying to get you out of the truth. He's trying to get you out of the truth. He's trying to keep you from getting in the truth. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's not God. God is out here. God sending his son to die that you get in this truth. So why would he do something to keep you out of the truth? No, that's Satan. You understand? That's Satan. That thing in your head that's like, I don't want to stop smoking weed, that's Satan. That thing in your head that's saying, I don't want to give up, selling drugs to get this fast money, that's Satan. I don't want to stop selling break holidays. All those things in your head that you think is right, that we say is wrong in the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge, is a demon in your head.
Right.
You understand? Any more on that?
Come on, come.
Go ahead.
For Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil.
You understand? Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil. You understand? We are an extension of the Lord. You understand? We're not here to make brothers' life harder. You understand? We're here to make it easier. Any more on that?
Neither tempteth he any man.
Right. Neither he tempted any man. You got what you need. What you got, Mardaki?
Romans 5 and 3.
Give me Ecclesiastes 2 and 1. Go ahead, Mardaki.
Romans 5 and 3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also.
We do what in tribulation?
Glory.
We glory in tribulation. You come into the truth, you better glory in tribulation. Because before the truth, you were getting hit over the head and you didn't know where it was coming from. Now you know who is coming from, and you know that as long as you endure to the end, they will be defeated. Right. They will be defeated. The joke's over. The joke's over now. You wait. Your time is coming. And that's why we say it's the patience of the saints, that he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Right. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And that is the patience of the saints. And now we glory in tribulation. Because now in tribulation we avoid temptation. Right. We follow the law, statutes, and commandments. We walk in righteousness, man. We put away all of those evil things and shed ourselves of the world, and we untouchable. We glory in tribulation. Like we said, we in deep hell in the I.S.U.P.K, and you can't even tell. We out in the Passover, jumping up and down, beating up pinatas that look like Donald Trump, chicken, hot dogs, and lamb, and good night. Wine, scotch, good night. What is these brothers on over here? How can I get down? That's what a brother should be saying. How can I get down? Instead of trying to figure out how to dispute us or how to prove us wrong. You understand? Figure out how you can get down.
That's right.
I.S.U.P.K has been established since 1969. We've been unflawed, undefeated. Go ahead.
And not only so, but we glory in tribulation.
Go ahead.
Also knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
You understand? Work of patience, man. The more and more we go through these trials and tribulations, and we go through these obstacles and overturn them, guess what? We become more and more stronger, more and more patient. We see the suffering of our people, and guess what? It just makes us more patient, because your day is coming, oppressor.
That's right.
Your day is coming. Well, I seen what you did to Trayvon Martin. Your day is coming, and I'm waiting on it very patiently. Very patiently. Go ahead.
That's it on verse 3.
Go ahead. Go to 4. Let me go all the way to first. Where you at? Romans? Let me get 4 too.
All right. And patience, experience.
And experience. You get experience, right? Because men get counseled, and they go through things, and they get counseled through those situations. And then what happens? You're able to counsel somebody else through those same situations. You're able to learn things in here on how to get off of drugs. Then what? You'll be able to what? Teach somebody else how to get off of drugs. And that's the gift that keeps on giving. Go ahead.
And experience hope.
You know what I'm saying? And then comes hope, because you see a brother like myself put down the weed and put down the cigarettes and put down the holidays and all of that and come out of gangbanging and start living a righteous life. You like, damn, it's possible. It's possible to get off drugs. It's possible to raise a child in captivity. It's possible, man, to be wealthy and rich in captivity, man. You understand? And I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about spiritually. Read.
And the hope make it not ashamed.
You understand? Go ahead and drop that. Give me what you got, Shar. What you got?
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 1.
Give me 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2. Go ahead.
I say in my heart, go to now. I reprove thee with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure. And behold, this also is vanity. I say, of laughter, it is mad. And of mirth, what does it? I sought in my heart to give myself into wine.
You understand? Go ahead.
Yet acquainting my heart with wisdom.
Go ahead. You understand? Like this is talking about getting that wisdom, man. You understand? Putting those things that are hard to the side and gaining that wisdom, man. You understand? He's at, where you at up?
Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1.
Okay. No sweat. Drop that. Let me get what you got, Mardakia. You understand? Because I want to get something, you know what I mean, that I don't have to really break down right now. I'm trying to get some good milk right quick. Go ahead.
2 Timothy 2 and 2. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men.
You understand? All of those things that you heard about Jesus Christ, Yahushua Mashiach, all of those things about him performing miracles, all the things you heard about him surviving temptation, right? You know what I mean? Going through those 40 days, 40 nights, being poor, being homeless, being wanted for his arrest, being crucified, giving his life for his brother. All those things that you heard of him, what does it say?
Who shall be able to teach others also? The same...
No sweat.
And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same committed thou to be faithful men.
The same committed to thou, man. You understand? To us, these brothers and sisters that are here, the same expectations that we be poor. You understand? Not that we be poor, that even though we are poor, even though we are wanted, even though we are homeless, even though we are, gangbangers and criminals, that we fight through those things and become perfect. That we can get, it's possible to become perfect. That you can be brotherly. You can give your life for your brother. You can follow the law, statutes, commandments. It's possible, man, to be great, to be perfect. Being perfect is not impossible. It is possible, all right? You can do it. It takes brotherhood. It takes law, statutes, commandments, and it takes brotherhood, man. You have it in the I.S.U.P.K. These brothers have made an oath, and they've made sacrifices to be that teacher. What does it say? Read it. Continue out.
Verse 3, thou therefore endure hardness.
No, read the end of verse.
Who shall be able to teach others also?
Right, and that's what we teach. You understand? Read. Go ahead.
Verse 3, thou therefore endure hardness.
So thou for endure hardness. You have to endure hardness. Endure hardness. Go even when it's hard, go harder. You understand? When it's tough, be tougher. When it's not easy, don't get weak. You see what I'm saying? Go harder. Endure hardness. When you get corrections, take it to the chin, man. Take it on the chin. Just want to make you better. We love you. You understand? When you hear something that you don't want to hear that we tell you, just know that we can prove it to you. We'll show it to you. And that what we have told you is going to be you reason your life it gets better. The reason your life is preserved. You understand? The reason your family comes back together and stays and lasts long. The reason your sons and daughters will grow up and be righteous. So on and so forth, man. Go ahead.
As a good soldier of Christ.
And as a good soldier of Christ, man. You understand? Be a soldier. Don't be a bishop. Don't be a deacon. Don't be a pastor. Don't be any of those things. Don't be any of those things. Those are not what's holy. What's holy is you being a what?
Soldier.
A soldier, man. This is an army. This is an army in here. You understand? Be a akwath. You understand? Be a trooper. Be a officer. Be a captain. Be a general. Come in here in these ranks and join this army and be a soldier, man. Go. Any more? Where you at?
I was on verse 3. You want me to read verse 4?
Yeah, Con. Let me get verse 4.
No man that weareth entangled himself.
No man that warreth.
No man that warreth entangled himself with the affairs of this life.
Like, right, when you in war, we not caught up in, you know, the things of this world, of this life. You know, we out here battling other things. We're not battling weed addictions. We've already had that fight already. We've done that already. You've come into the truth. You've gotten your Hebrew name. You've sacrificed weed. You've put away all of these sinful things. Now what we're battling now is what? These demons that are in high places, that are running the America, that are in Europe. We're battling the Christian church. You see what I'm saying? We're battling all chematology. We're battling Egyptology. We're battling every other nation, man. These evils. That's what we're battling. I'm battling his demons now. See what I'm saying? I'm now being a brother and being a sister, and I'm putting him in a position to be better, and putting myself in a position to make an oath to go out and help a sister, get off of drugs, and help her be a better mother and be a submissive wife, to be able to keep her husband and have that head. You understand? Have her head, get her husband in the truth, so he can be a better man. We don't entangle ourselves with the things of this life. Go ahead. We don't war. When we war, we don't entangle ourselves with these things that's going on. Right? Go ahead.
No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life.
Right, not of this life. Go ahead.
That he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
But we want to please him that chose us to be a soldier, man. You come into this truth, you come and make those sacrifices, you doing it for the Most High in Christ, man. They chose you. That's why it says, what it says?
Many are chosen.
Yes, I forgot how the scripture goes. It's many are chosen, few are chosen. Many come or few are chosen, something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you were chosen to be a soldier. You here in the I.S.U.P.K. You get here to be a soldier. You understand? This is where the soldiers are. You are here fighting. You understand? Not the things that are in this world, but you're fighting. You understand? The fight that the Most High sent you to fight. You understand? The battle, what it says, like what we that battle not with flesh and blood,
right,
but with for principalities and evil and wickedness in high places. You know what I mean? We're not here battling the way everybody else is battling in the world. You know what I mean? Like they in the world, they battling court cases for child abortion. Child molestation. See what I'm saying? And here we battling staying off of drugs. You know what I mean? Keeping a brother off of drugs. Keeping our brothers, healthy and strong, so on and so forth, man. I mean, we're fighting a different fight, man. Like the Black Panther Party, they out there with guns and stuff like that. We out here with the Bible. That's our main weapon. The only weapon that has been proven effective, the most proven effective weapon in the hands of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians than any other thing in the world for anybody.
Right. That's right.
All right. Any more of that up?
Unless you want me to just go and keep on reading.
Let me just get Matthew 7 and 13.
It's the book of Matthew.
Let me get 1 Corinthians 11 and 1.
Chapter 7.
Go ahead.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Enter ye at the straight gate.
Mm-hmm.
For wide is the gate, and broad is the way
Mm-hmm.
that leadeth to destruction.
You understand that leading in destruction, it's easy to get lost, man, in the sauce. It's easy to get lost in the sauce, brothers and sisters. Be strong, man. You understand? Endure to the end. You come in here, you get your name, you follow orders, you follow the traditions, you follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You shed yourself for the world. You fight those battles. You have to fight that thing in your head that says, I can do this on my own. You have to fight that too. Because there's going to be many times where you're going to need counsel, and you're going to think that demon is going to come in your head that not even think about getting counsel, or that you don't need counsel, that you can do this and figure this out on your own, and that's the easy way to fall into destruction, man. It's an easy way. Follow the law, statutes, commandments. Follow the leadership and the guidance of the I.S.U.P.K, the masters according to the flesh. Submit yourselves, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And many there be which go thereat.
Go ahead. You had that few are chosen? No sweat. Just give me what you got.
You said 1 Corinthians 11:1?
Yes, that's correct.
1 Corinthians 11:1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
You understand? Be ye followers of me, also am of Christ. Like, right? So this man is a man that follows Christ. We should be following him because he follows Christ. That's the same thing the I.S.U.P.K is. We're the men that follow Christ, that you should follow.
Right.
That you should follow. You're not gonna follow Christ until you come in here.
That's right.
This is where you come to follow Christ at, in the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
And it's these men that are out here shouting on the corner, that are saying all those things that everybody disagree with. What did Christ say? Christ said, as they hated you, just know that they hated me before they hated you. Get in here. You understand? Learn who Christ is. Learn and actually follow Christ. Follow us and you will be following Christ. That's the order. That's why he said he's going to send a man out that's going to go in before them. It's going to come out before them. It's going to lead them in. And he's going to, you know what I mean? All that in Numbers. I think it's Numbers 27 and 16. It's going to be a man that the Lord sends to lead the nation. You understand? You don't got no relationship with Christ. You understand? You don't got no relationship with Christ. Any more on that, huh? No sweat. All right, I got more, but it's we overtime. All right. Anybody got any questions? Any questions online? The main thing we have to understand, Akim and Akwathian, is follow these laws, statutes, commandments. In the I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth. It's where the Lord chose the Spirit of Christ to be, and this is where you come to be able to follow Christ. You follow these men in the I.S.U.P.K. It's not going to be easy, but you're going to be tough. You're going to be strong. You're going to fight it. Every day is going to be like, well, nothing is changing. And Salaki, there was one scripture that I needed to get. Let me get Ephesians 6 and 11. And then somebody else, let me get Matthew 24 and 13.
6 and 11.
Right.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh.
Put on the whole armor of the Most High, man. You have to put on the whole armor of the Most High. You can't just know the law, statutes, and commandments. You have to also be a part of the body of Christ. You can't just know you're an Israelite. You have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You have to have all of these things. You have to have the law, statutes, and commandments, the traditions, right? You have to have the I.S.U.P.K, who are the men that are the masters according to the flesh, and be a part of this body. And, of course, you have to be an Israelite, of course, right? Put on the whole armor of the Most High. Follow all these laws and commandments. Come into the body of Christ. Follow the men above you. Put on the whole entire armor of God, man. Go ahead.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. You can't do it just by simply thinking that you're gonna just be an Israelite. Thinking I'm just an Israelite. I'm an Israelite. That's just it. I'm an Israelite. You think that's just all it is? That's just it, right? No sweat. If you just think that just being an Israelite is how you're going to be in the truth, then no sweat. You don't have on the whole armor of God. You know what I mean? You don't have the whole armor of God. Go ahead. Any more on that? Go ahead, Mark Docu.
What was the scripture again?
Did I give you Matthew 24 and 13?
Yeah, that was Matthew.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
The same shall be saved, man. You have to endure to the end, man. Endure to the end, till your dying day, man, or till Christ returns. That you may never see death. You endure. You endure till Christ returns until your death day. You understand? To the Most High, takes you away to be risen again. You endure to the end. You fight those demons. You get that counsel. You follow those laws, statutes, and commandments. You follow those traditions. You endure to the end, and you shall be. And that's how you be saved. You understand?
Okay.
Go ahead.
That was it, sir.
Okay, no sweat. It was a scripture. Good night. Did I get 1 Corinthians 2:9? Did I get that? Let's get 1 Corinthians 2:9. I think I got Matthew 7:13. I just got that. It was one scripture about. Man, it's gonna drive me crazy. Let me get that though. What you got right there? Trubashar, when you get it.
Come on, sir. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
But as it is written, I have not seen, nor I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God Yahweh hath prepared for them that love him.
You understand? And that's what it is. Like these things that the Most High has prepared for us, you have never seen it before. You've never, when you remember what you were talking about before on Mardaki, and we was like, is this how like Tulsa, Oklahoma, but with righteousness? Right. No. This is beyond imagination. Right. Read that again, Shar.
Come on, sir. 1 Corinthians 2, verse 9.
Right.
But as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear.
Eyes have not seen. Go ahead.
Nor ear heard. Neither have entered into the heart of the man the things which Yahweh hath prepared for them that love him.
You understand? It's just unheard of. You just can't imagine it. It's gonna. Shar, give me Tobit. Give me Tobit chapter 13 verse 16. This has never been imagined before. You understand? Tobit in the Apocrypha. And then Mardaki, give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 1. That's the scripture I was looking for. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 1. Tobit chapter 13 verse 16.
Come on, sir.
All right? It's far beyond what you ever imagined. You thinking about the kingdom of heaven, you just stop thinking. Can't fathom it. It's going to be so much good. It's going to be filled with good things. And it gives you a taste of it just in the Bible and here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, of course. Go ahead.
The book of Tobit, chapter 3, verse 16.
13, verse 16.
Chapter 13?
Chapter 13, verse 16.
Chapter 13, verse 16.
Go ahead.
For Jerusalem shall be built up with sapphires.
With what?
With sapphires.
With sapphires.
With sapphires.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's this like I said is just a taste. Black Wall Street was not built up with sapphire. Righteousness is a great thing, and unity is a great thing. But you include a city built up with sapphire and everything else that's going to come with this righteousness in the kingdom of heaven. As you can understand, it's just not meant for you to know. Like it's just going to be so great. Like it's going to be built up with sapphire. Go ahead.
And emeralds.
And what?
And emeralds.
Go ahead.
And precious stones.
And precious stones, man. You see how these other nations, they build up their cities with stone and metal and wood. No, we're going to build our cities up with sapphire and emeralds and what else?
And precious stones.
Precious stones. Like, and it's going to keep going. What's the next verse?
The walls and towers of battlements with pure gold.
With what?
With pure gold.
With pure gold. Brothers wear gold around their neck. Like this, a whole building gonna be about a pure gold. Right. Exactly. Right. Pure gold. You understand? Go ahead.
And the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl.
With what?
With beryl.
With beryl. Go look that up. Go look that up. Continue to read, huh?
And
there you go.
And carbuncle. And carbuncle. And stones of fear.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Big stones.
These is precious stones. You thought diamonds were forever. No, my friend. Try looking those up. Those are precious. You can't even pronounce them. I gotta look at the book to know. I gotta look at the book to pronounce it myself. You understand? But these are the things that are going to be built. And it's just the physical of it, along with the righteousness, along with the unity and brotherhood, and it's so much more, so many other powers and limitless capabilities. You know what I mean? Any more on that out? What verse was that you just read?
That was the book of Tobit, chapter 13, verse 16 to 17.
Go give me 18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
And all her streets shall say, Hallelujah, and they shall praise him, saying, Blessed be Yahweh, which have extolled it forever.
Right. You understand? We're going to glorify the Most High, man. Give me what he got, Mardaki. Mardaki got what I was looking for. Ecclesiasticus. So we're going to end it on this one. You understand? With that, before we get there, that is what we want to get to right there. You understand?
Right.
We want to get to our kingdom.
Right.
Our inheritance. Our portion. And it's going to take endurance. It's going to take endurance to the end. It's going to take walking down that straight and narrow. You ain't going to have no company by your friends in the world. Your mama ain't going to come with you. Your daddy and them. You know what I mean? Your partner them. They not going to come. It's going to be you by yourself. But when you come, because it's so hard, but you're the strongest of them all. But when you come in here, you're going to be paired with other like-minded people, other strong individuals, people who have done and endured through the same and come the same distance and further than you have. And people that are going to come in after you, that are going to require your experience and your hope and your guidance. You understand? And you have to do it. And it can be done. Read, Mardaki.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
If you think you want to serve the Lord, then you better be prepared for tribulations. Right? It's a temptation?
Temptation.
You better be prepared for temptations. You understand that, right?
Right.
You come here. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 1. Right?
Come.
You better prepare yourself for temptation. Prepare yourself. You thought it was hard in the world. You understand? It's going to be harder in here. Because Satan is going to be working double time. Because you have made a step into righteousness. And a step into righteousness is a step into what? The building of the city, which is the kingdom of heaven. Right. You understand? Right. Read.
Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Set your mind aright and constantly endure. This is why I would need that precept for Paul. You understand? Constantly endure. Constantly endure. Why does it say constantly endure, Mardaki? Let me get the precept.
Most High Christ. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 31.
Go ahead.
I protest by your rejoicing which I have in Christ.
By my rejoicing which I have in Christ. Go ahead.
I die daily.
I die daily. You understand? You have to constantly endure because guess what? It's so much of you that has to be changed and shed that you're going to go through it every day. Something new. You're going to get into here. You're going to be okay with black power. You're going to be okay with no pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. And you're going to have to battle who the devil is, knowing who the devil is, and accepting that. You're going to have to battle getting rid of your dreads. You're going to learn that it's not cool to smoke weed, and that's going to be your battle. And you're going to learn, and the thing's going to be, even upon learning, there's going to be fighting on staying away from things and accepting things and being this way. You have to constantly endure. You have to die daily. You understand? Die daily, and every day become better. Go harder. Don't slow down. Don't stop. Don't slow down. Go harder in this truth, man. Find out how Deborah got down. Find out how Sarah got down. Find out how Abigail got down. Find out how Peter, Paul, and David got down. Find out what they did. Be like your ancestors, man. Be like the men above you. Be like your forefathers. Be like Christ, man. Read.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Go ahead.
And make not haste in the time of trouble.
And make not haste in the time of trouble. What does it mean to make not haste in the time of trouble? What does that mean? Meaning, when in the time of trouble, don't get emotional. Don't start moving fast and making abrupt decisions and irrational decisions out of your feelings, and you just it's just unlogical, irrational feelings in your feeling moves. Make not haste, man. Right? Go ahead, read that again.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Go ahead.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Make not haste in the time of trouble, man. When you get into a situation where something don't feel right inside, and you disagree with something, and you ready to react in a way that's emotional or irrational or unlogical, just relax right quick. Just chill out. We know you can't get high. Has completely shut your brain down, and you're about to have a malfunction because we don't. These other societies, we're not supposed to love them. You know what I mean? You gotta let these women go. That who are white women. You gotta let the Arab women go. You gotta let them go. You gotta put the drugs down. And I know it's wrecked your brain. I know you gotta share your man. And I know it's gotten to you. Real is your brain. You know that one thing that you say. You be around Christians, like something like God don't love everybody. Oh goodness, Christian like. You know what I mean? It's just like. But make not haste. You get into a situation, your rib is going against you. You know what I mean? They got this going on, child protective services, and this going on, court case. Don't be haste. Relax. Call, get on the phone, get counsel. Think about what you need to do. Get counsel, get instructions, get wisdom. Go through it, and you're going to be successful at it. Go ahead.
It's like I said, that was 1 Corinthians.
Which one?
One where Paul said he died daily.
What?
1 Corinthians 15:34.
You understand? You understand? We have to make haste in the time of trouble. Do not make haste, you understand? In the time of trouble. We have to be vigilant. You know what I mean? Be humble. Go ahead.
Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away.
Cleave unto him. Cleave unto the Most High. Cleave unto Christ. Cleave unto these brothers in the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, and never drop your sword. Never leave your post. Never leave. Never leave the school. Stay here, endure to the end, fight your demons. Don't let your demons win. Read.
That thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
And right before you know, when you at your wit's end, Doc, when you at your wit's end, sister, and you like, I've been holding it in for so long. I've been going to counsel. I've been battling the demons. I've been battling my feelings. I've been going through the motions. I've been doing so good, and it's just like you about to hit the boiling point. One little thing about to tick you off. That one little thing about to get you to hit that blunt. You withstand and you endure to the end, and at the end you're going to get increase.
That's right.
You're going to get increase. You understand? Right. The Most High is going to lift you up. Whether it's your rank raise, whether it's you gaining a wife that is loving, or gaining maintaining a husband that is righteous, or keeping your family together, overcoming a court case, getting custody of your children, like all of those things that you were battling, you endure to the end, and you're going to get increase at the end.
That's right.
You're going to receive a blessing. You understand? You're going to get it. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. All these things will be done unto you, but it's not going to be easy. But you shouldn't be weak. You should always keep fighting. That's and right. All those things will be given unto you. Those increases will come. Read that part again up.
Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mightest be increased at thy last end.
That thou might be increased at thy last end. Any more on that up? With that, we the I.S.U.P.K. We start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York City, under Commander General YAHANNA, established in 1969. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. We teach the truth according to the Bible, that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are God's chosen people. And in order to have righteousness and be righteous and have that whole armor of God, we have to, 1, be an Israelite, 2, get into the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, because there's only one body of Christ, and you have to follow every law, statutes, and commandments, and endure to the end.
That's right.
Shalom.